Oh wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Question 81 to 90, please.
Okay, that's a fantastic request. Absolutely, we love it when you jump in. It sounds like you want to dive right into the travel and transportation section. Questions 81 through 90 specifically. Okay, let's unpack this. We were going to start with the basics, the greetings and introduction, but since you are keen on travel, we can absolutely jump ahead. What's fascinating here is that those travel the 81 to 90 range
Use vocabulary that is super useful
for real-world applications.
So let's skip the introduction.
Draw and start there.
We can circle back to what is your name.
If we have time later. Ready? Okay. Question 81. Do you like traveling?
Yes, I do. I like traveling.
Yes, you do. That's a perfect answer. Got that one down already. And that relates directly to the source. Question 81. Do you like traveling? You answered it completely. So let's keep that enthusiasm going. That's why we jump into this section. Now we move to question 82. Do you travel by plane? Okay, let's unpack this for a second. Remember that word by? The source material highlighted this point. We use by with means of transport. So when you answer, remember, by plane, do you travel by plane? Okay, great. Question 83 is next. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? Which environment do you like?
I prefer the beach.
Perfect. Yes.
That is fantastic feedback.
That's what we want to hear. It sounds like the advice about using by plane, which came from the source materials correction section, was helpful. That's why we emphasize those little nuances.
Knowing when to use by versus in
Makes you English sound really natural.
We're so glad that resonated.
Now let's keep that momentum going.
And these travel questions.
We are on question 83, which is, do you prefer the beach or the mountains? Which environment do you like better, beach or mountains? That's a great preference question. Moving on to question 84. Do you have a passport? This isn't necessary.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
Okay, so that was your answer to?
Do you have a passport?
That's a very common.
And it relates exactly back to the source.
Here's where it gets really interesting.
The source material suggests a correction.
For that exact scenario.
When asked, do you have a passport?
Then the student says, no, I don't have.
The suggestion is to say, no, I don't have one. That little word one replaces the noun passport so you don't repeat it. It makes your English sound really natural. So next time you can say, no, I don't have one, but I don't is perfectly clear. He just gives you that extra phrase to try out. We appreciate you jumping in with that response.
Now let's keep going with the travel question.
Knowing that you like traveling.
Even without that necessary tool yet.
Moving to question 85.
Do you like road trips?
Long drives. Hey, yeah, what's up?
Yes, I do.
Long drive. It's as in a good thing. That's a fun interjection. We appreciate you jumping in. It sounds like you are completing the phrase, it's a good thing.
Maybe it's a great hobby.
We're talking about road trips.
So it seems like you enjoy them.
That's fantastic.
You like traveling and you like road trips.
That enthusiasm is exactly what makes learning fun. It connects directly to the topic. What's fascinating here is that simple phrase, it shows us you are already thinking in English structure.
Now let's keep that energy going.
We were on question 85.
Do you like road trips?
And you just gave us your answer.
Good music.
Do you enjoy road trips? Okay, question 86 is next. Do you take taxis often?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't take taxis often.
Oh.
That's a clear answer.
Question 86. Do you take taxis often?
You just told us I don't.
And that's perfectly valid.
What's fascinating here is that
Your answer, I don't, is simple and direct.
but if we connect this to the bigger picture,
Like we discussed with the past.
the longer form would be
No, I don't take taxis often.
just another way of practice the full structure.
But again, I don't is understood.
Since you don't take taxis often,
Maybe you prefer driving or walking.
we appreciate you jumping in with that clear answer.
Let's keep that momentum going with the travel questions.
We are now moving on to question 87. Do you like big cities? Think about New York. Yep.
Yes, I do.
That's a great question. Sounds like you're asking about. Right now we are talking directly to you. So we are asking you. If you like big cities, we haven't mentioned a he yet, but that little interjection shows you're paying close attention. And that's exactly the kind of critical thinking we love. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the source material mentions using he and she with verb changes. Remember when the student said, my house has 3 rooms? The correction was, my house has 3 rooms, because the house is like it or ish. so those little pronouns are very important.
But for now, we're talking about you.
Do you like big cities?
Think about New York or London.
Do you like big cities?
That's question 87.
All right, question 88 is next. Do you know any foreign countries? Since you like traveling, maybe you do. Can you name one or two? Here's where it gets really interesting. Okay, question 89. Do you like visiting new places? This relates.
Yes, I do. I love in visiting new place. Please.
Wow, yes you do.
That's triple answer.
That was question 89. Do you like visiting new places? You said, yes I do, which is perfect. And then you added, I love him. We appreciate that enthusiasm. We think you might be referring to visiting new places as a him, almost like a friend you love. That relates back to the pronoun confusion we discussed earlier with he. Him and he are for people. When we talk about visiting new places, we would usually use the pronoun it. I love it, but we absolutely understand the sentiment behind I love him. That enthusiasm is exactly what that is. You also said visiting no place. Oh yeah, let's see.
I prefer traveling with family.
That's a great continuation. It sounds like you are completing 3 stories.